Hi everybody at Shepherd's Gate, my name is Olivia, and I was one of the people who helped create your new music room. So today I'm going to be teaching you all pretty much how to use, operate, and even play a little bit of some of the instruments in your room, including the keyboard, ukulele, and guitar. So first we're going to start off talking about the electric guitar. Yours is blue, but mine is red. So first off, when you grab the guitar off the wall, you want to make sure you have a firm grip around the neck, and then you're going to go up and out. After you took the guitar off the wall, you're then going to need to plug it into the amp. My amp looks different than yours, but it's pretty much the same controls. So first you're going to power it on, and make sure there's a light switched on. And then you're going to take your cord and plug it into the guitar, right here. After that end's plugged into the guitar, you're going to take the other end and plug it into the amp. So to tune your guitar, you're going to take your tuner, mine's blue, yours is black, and you're going to put it on the head of your guitar. Then you're going to click this silver button to turn it on. When tuning a guitar, each string has a different pitch you need to tune it to. So the thickest string, the pitch you need to tune it to is E. The second string is A, the third string is D, the fourth string is G, the fifth string is B, and the last string is C. So when tuning the guitar, you're going to want to start from the thickest string and go down to the thinnest string. So the thickest string, with the E, you pluck it, and then you're going to turn the tuning peg to the left or right to make the string tighter or looser, which will change the pitch of the string. So, when you pluck it, your tuner will tell you if you're sharp or flat. Right now I'm flat, which means I need to turn the tuning peg to the left to make it more sharp. And you'll see that the lines move. See, I turned it too far, and now it's too sharp. So I'm going to have to pluck it again and turn it to the right to make it more flat. Now my tuner's broken, but when you know you're in tune, there's going to be a green line that shows up right there. And then you're going to do that for each string. So the next string, it's A. So you're going to turn it. And then the third string is D. That one looks good. The fourth string is G. Maybe a little sharp. Oh, wrong one. And then the fifth string is B. That one looks good. And the last string is E. That one. Okay, and then your guitar is in tune. Next, we're going to talk about some of the settings on the amp. So the volume is what controls how loud or soft your guitar is going to be. Make sure you don't overblow it because you don't want to blow out the amp. I usually keep it about 2 or 3. Next is your treble, and this will give more treble gives a more tinny sound, and less treble gives a more bassy sound. So usually I keep my treble at about 4 or 5. The mid controls the range frequencies on the guitar, which sounds pretty confusing, but you can just play around with it and see what sound you prefer. The bass controls the amount of low tones you want in your sound. So the more bass, the more low and almost thumpy it'll be. And then reverb controls almost the buzziness of your sound. But again, you can play around with this one and see how much you like best. Now, on your amp, you're going to have a little red button that looks like this. That's the overdrive button. So when you click that, it turns your guitar into rock mode. So in overdrive mode, you want to make sure your volume is pretty low because it can get pretty loud. And the gain is what controls the distortion of the sound. And these two you can mess around with to see how you like your sound. When playing electric guitar, a lot of people like to use picks. So with a pick, you just want to grab it with your fingers, make sure it's comfortable, and then you just strum with it. You also have an acoustic guitar, and the difference between acoustic and electric is the acoustic guitar you don't have to plug into the amp. You do still have to tune it though. So the first thing I recommend you to learn is chords. So chords are a series of notes from a certain scale, and they can act as like a background music to, say, vocal lyrics. I'm going to teach you the first chord that I learned on guitar, and that's E minor. Each of these metal pieces are called frets. So to learn chords and to read guitar music, you're going to need to know the numbers of the frets. So it starts at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And then you're going to need to know the numbers of the strings. So the E string is 1, the A string is 2, the D string is 3, the G string is 4, the B string is 5, and the E string, the high E string, is 6. So in order to play E minor chord, you're going to put your middle finger on the second fret of the A string, or the second string. And then you're going to take your ring finger and put it on the second fret of the D string, or the third. And then you're going to strum all of the strings. Now that you know E minor, you can learn E major pretty fast. To play E major, you're going to take your pointer finger and put it on the first fret of the G string. So then you have first fret of the G string, second fret of the A string, and second fret of the G string. And you play that, it sounds like this. So you have E minor, and then E major. Then you can start to play some songs. Now we're going to move on to ukulele. The ukulele is the first instrument that I learned to play, and it really helped me to transition on to other stringed instruments like guitar and bass. So like the acoustic guitar, the ukulele does not need to be plugged into the amp. So before you play it, you're going to need to tune it. So tuning a ukulele is similar to tuning a guitar. You put the tuner on the headstock and click the silver button to turn it in. The difference is that the notes are different. The first string is G, second string is C, third string is E, and fourth string is A. So when you tune it, you're gonna go. So you want a G, and then you get the green line, but of course mine doesn't have it. And then you're gonna go to C, and then you're gonna go to E, and then you're gonna go to A. Now that your ukulele is all tuned, you can start to play. So I'm going to teach you the 3 basic chords on ukulele that can be played on so many different songs. And those chords are C, G, and F. C is the first chord that I learned on ukulele, and it's definitely one of the easiest. To play C, you're going to take your ring finger and put it on the 3rd fret of the A string, or the 4th string. And that's it, you just strum. So to play G, you're going to put your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the C string, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and ring finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, and then strum. Then for F, you're going to put your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and then you can put your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the E string, and strum. Now that you have the 3 chords, you can practice alternating between them. Next, I'm going to teach you the basics of the keyboard. The nice thing about the keyboard is you don't have to tune it like the guitar and ukulele. Our keyboards look different, but first you're going to want to find the power button and turn it on. Then, you can start to play. So I'm going to teach you the notes of the keyboard. So there's 12 notes in all of music, and on the keyboard they're just repeated. So we're going to start with middle C. So it goes C, C sharp, also D flat, that's what you call an enharmonic, So C sharp or D flat, D, D sharp or E flat, E, F, F sharp or G flat, G, G sharp or A flat, A sharp or B flat, B, and C. So now I'm going to teach you the first song that I learned on piano. So this is called Hot Cross Buns. So to play this, you're going to start on B flat, then you're going to go to A flat, and then G flat. And you're going to play that two times. B flat, A flat, G flat, and then G flat, A flat, B flat, A flat, G flat. Okay, that's it. I hope this video helped you get started. All the different books in the room should help you more on how to play different chords, read music, and learn new songs. And I hope you guys enjoy the music room and have fun.